facts about dinosaurs. It's common knowledge that dinosaurs were really big and they all went extinct 65 million years ago after a giant meteor hit the earth. But what don't you know is the fascinating facts about dinosaurs? The word dinosaur was invented by Sir Richard Owen in 1852. It means terrible lizard and comes from the Greek word dino meaning terrible and saur meaning lizard. The largest complete dinosaur we know of was Brachiosaurus, also called arm lizard. It reached 23 meters in length and 12 meters in height, above the length of 2 large school buses and the height of a 4-story building. The smallest fully grown fossil dinosaur is the little bird-hipped plant eater like Dinosaurus, which was only the size of a chicken. At present, over 700 different species of dinosaurs have been identified and named. However, paleontologists believe that there are many newer and different dinosaur species still to be discovered. Dinosaurs went extinct about 65 million years ago. All the dinosaurs, except for the ancestors of modern-day birds, and 3/4 of the creatures living on Earth went extinct. To this day, scientists debate what caused this sudden change. The leading theories involve a meteor strike and a giant volcano. Fossils of dinosaurs have now been found on every continent. Almost everywhere, the rocks of late Triassic, Jurassic, or Cretaceous rocks are exposed on the Earth's surface. Dinosaurs lived in the era when the present-day continents were not divided and there was one landmass called Pangaea. Once this landmass got divided, dinosaurs evolved on their respective lands and hence we find fossils on every present-day continent. Dinosaur Eggs was really just a big chicken, seriously? The most basic comparison shown is that T-Rex had horns and chickens have wings. T-Rex had a great gaping mouth filled with teeth. Chickens have beaks, so just know, T-Rex was definitely not a chicken. Chicken are the closest living relative to Dinosaur Eggs. Well, that's not a false statement, but it's very misleading. Here's an analogy. Chimps and humans share 96% of the same DNA. There's obviously a close relationship. So, to say humans are the closest relative to chimps is a true statement. Some of the largest dinosaurs were herbivores, not carnivores. To defend against meat eaters, herbivores such as the Stegosaurus and Triceratops had natural weapons like spikes and horns. The Argentinosaurus was the largest dinosaur as well as the largest land animal ever. It was 37 to 40 meters in length, weighed 90 to 100 tons, and was a herbivore. In contrast, the smallest dinosaur was the Compsognathus, which was 60 cm to 140 cm long, weighed 3 kg, and carnivores. The smartest dinosaur based on brain science was the Turan. The most ferocious dinosaur was most likely T-Rex. The fastest dinosaur would have been the ostrich like ornithopods, which can run at least 25 miles per hour. The oldest dinosaur is the Parasauropods, who lived 230 million years ago. All dinosaurs are classified as reptiles and are divided into two groups based on whether they have lizard-like hips or bird-like hips. More than 700 different species of dinosaurs have been discovered, all of which had varying characteristics. Some dinosaurs were carnivores, some were herbivores. Some had 2 legs, others had 4 legs. Some had feathers and others had spikes. Dinosaur eggs come in all shapes and sizes. They tend to be ovoid or spherical in shape and up to 30 cm in length, about the size of rugby ball. The smallest dinosaur egg so far found is only 3 cm long. Once the egg has been fossilized, it will become hard like rock, but it will retain a structure so its own. Stegosaurus had a brain the size of a walnut, only 3 cm long and weighed 75 grams. However, comparing brain size to body size, sauropodomorphs like Brachiosaurus were probably one of the dumbest dinosaurs. The dinosaur with the longest name was Brachiosaurus, meaning tiny, thick-headed lizard. Its fossils have been found in China, and it was named in 1978 by the Chinese paleontologist Dong. Crocodiles, snakes, bees, sharks, horseshoe crabs, sea stars, lobsters, duck-billed platypuses, green sea turtles, Tuatara and cockroaches are some of the main animals who lived along with dinosaurs and are still around.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.